Welcome to the show about a game within a race. And there's a chicken. This is the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show, presented by Hercules Tires and Grunt Style Apparel. Confused yet? If not, these guys will help. Here are your fantasy racing pros, Greg Stump, Ryan Flores, and Tyler Burnett.
Welcome to the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show. It's Fantasy Friday on MRN.com. They're back. The off-access gang. Well, I guess Ryan doesn't work for them. Greg Stump.
He should. He would be fired if he worked for us,
Skip
actually.
Flores, how are you?
They can't keep up with my pace over there.
Keep up with your pace.
I would be on time
I do
show.
like that open a lot now. Like, you
What?
know, the paint going across it, you know, it looks...
Yeah, I'm first on there,
cool.
and it says I'm a pro, so
Yeah.
that's why I like
says
it.
Fantasy pros, like plural, we're all pros.
Oh, we're all pros, yeah.
Speaking of pros, who picked the winner last week?
I believe you did, but you told me I couldn't pick the 78 every week, so technically I would have won, but I had to pick someone else.
Yeah, you won. Good job. That's what.
Yeah. Where's the claps, Daryl? Where's the claps?
we have a fantasy show. We should know we should know who's gonna win. So that's good. We are
There it
pros.
is. There it is.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, we're going to Chicago this week. That was a bold strategy, Cotton,
Yeah.
from
chicken,
Cole
did the
Pern
chicken
last week, right?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't.
Fooled by the T-shirt.
I was sitting like way out in the track, so honestly I didn't know what was really going on. I didn't have a radio, so I didn't know until after the race. But then I was like, wow, that was pretty killer, because I just saw him like just way ahead of everybody.
So obviously that's not very apparent to the people at the racetrack watching the race.
No, definitely
right?
not at a road course either, because you have no idea what's going on. If you're sitting at one of those, turns way out in the field there, you have no idea what's going on. You just kind of see the cars go by.
It was covered well by TV. I felt like.
Yeah.
I
Because
had no clue what was going on.
Yeah, they
and I was there working.
Yeah.
I took my nap like around the time it happened, and I was waking up towards the end of it is when that happened, and it was like, when did Cole say something to the effect of pit, and then once Harvick came down pit road, then Truex stayed out
That's nice.
and saved his
A
tires.
NAS nap. You're in the middle of a NAS nap.
I did not get.
I
a
did
NAS
have a
nap.
very good
NASCAR
NAS
NAS
nap
nap.
on
I got a
Sunday.
NAS sunburn out there because it was like 101 at the track. It was very hot.
How was?
I
Were you in a
would-
fire suit?
I would have
I
loved,
Was it pretty rough?
I would have loved to be in wine country over the weekend.
You guys didn't even have that many tires to change last weekend. How many pit stops did you do? Four?
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did one extra because we lost power steering.
That's like a part-time job for you.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's not a part-time job. It's
4
full-time job.
stops?
that's easy.
Yeah, 4 stops.
I feel like I could do 4 stops.
I could easily do 4 stops.
Can you do 4 stops better than your competition, though? That's
Yeah,
what it's about.
absolutely.
It's about quality, not quantity.
Who do I got to beat?
Everybody.
The 4 team.
I think the gas guy. I mean, couldn't I do that? I couldn't lift that gas tank and shove it in?
I make fun of our gas man quite a bit, but
Oh.
I would say that he has a skilled
Have you ever
position. But I
listened-
hope he doesn't watch this.
A gas can. They're not light.
I
You're
know.
killing me, Small.
So,
Anyways, we're going to Chicago this week. We're going to talk all about that on the show this week. It's going to be really good. Blaney's quite good there.
yeah, definitely
4th
a good
and
track
11th?
for us. So yeah, I think we're better than 11th doing it with our mile and a half package this year. We got a really good chance to have a solid day and shake a little bit of this monkey that's been on our back the past couple weeks.
You think Chicago's where it's
5th.
happening?
Nah, I don't think a win. I'm sorry. But
Yeah,
5th or so? 4th or 5th?
yeah, sure,
That'd be good.
somewhere around there.
I mean, not quite
Top 5.
Not quite the party, but you still make a top 5.
We can. I mean, if you're running consistently in the top 5, then you can win any week.
All right. Ryan Blaney, we just gave you our notes on him, so we'll talk
Done.
about more when we return on the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show presented by Hercules Tires and Grunt Style.
Don't miss the 6-day sale going on now through the 4th of July at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. Stop in today and pick up 5 quarts of Mobile Super Synthetic Motor Oil for $19.95. Increase engine performance with Mobile Super Synthetic at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limits apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Chris Crockett here with one of the heads of our Toyota racing family, Martin Truex Jr.
Doing great, Chris. Thanks for asking.
I hadn't asked, but was about to.
Great second question, Chris. Car feels great, and no pressure because of last year's results.
How do you
Know what you're about to ask?
Yeah, you're
Blowing your mind? Relax, Chris. Being out in the lead is what I do best.
That is
Amazing, I know.
NASCAR and Toyota Racing. With a family like this, who knows the places we'll go this season? Learn more at toyotaracing.com. Toyota, let's go places. NASCAR is a registered trademark of the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, Inc.
Are you ready?
To help children forget about their serious medical conditions so they can just be a kid. Then support Victory Junction, which is the dream of late race driver Adam Petty, who wanted to build a camp where children concentrate on fun and laughter, not illness or disability. At Victory Junction, kids enjoy ziplining, horseback riding, swimming, fishing, all in a medically safe environment, all at no cost to the camper. What do you say, Richard Petty?
Let's do this.
Learn more at victoryjunction.org.
Like 'em or strike 'em. The inside line goes in for another side swipe.
Welcome back to the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show, our favorite game of the week because it's not under the rock. Side swipe. Let's play. Daryl, you're back this week, right? You didn't take this week off?
I am back.
Okay, good.
Vacation.
War Eagle. I was in Auburn University.
Oh,
My son was being recruited as a college athlete, so that was pretty cool.
That is. He's a lot better off than me.
Yeah.
Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Right. Anyway, our first one for Sideswipe this week will be Ryan Blaney.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
we just talked
That's
about it.
right. Just take him.
Now hold on here.
Listen, people, take him. Don't bet against me.
We need to talk about
I'm your
Rango.
fantasy pro. There he is. Swipe right.
What did you just tell me in one of the breaks? Who's going to be the top 5?
I think that the way that it's gone, it's been the 4, the 18,
Yeah.
and the
look he has on
78
his
have
face.
been the
Yeah.
top 3. The 42's been able to hang on for 3/4 of the race, and something usually goes wrong.
Yep.
And we've been right there, at mile and a half.
Okay.
Then the Penske cars, have been somewhere between 5th and 7th, and take a random Stuart Haas car and insert them into the top 5, and that's been your races, most of the mile and a half races this year.
I don't think he's Kevin Harvick or Martin Truex Jr. or Kyle Busch, but I think he's 4th.
I don't think you can look at the stats from last year or anything like that on him. I don't.
No,
I
he's
think
better than 11th.
Yeah, for sure. So
I think what you can look at is Pocono when we drove up there and passed Kyle Busch and beat Kevin Harvick for the win.
That was
So,
last year.
He's a young guy that has shown that he can compete with them.
if his car is good, he can wheel it.
He's typically good at places like Kansas and Chicago, right? 2 tracks that are similar.
he's good at every mile and a half he's found a lot of speed at this year.
All right, I'll
He's
buy
got a
it.
good picker.
Swipe right.
Swipe right.
Done.
And we know the front tires are going to be changed correctly.
I hope so.
Did I swipe the right? Yeah, I did.
All
All right,
four
next
lug
one.
nuts.
Tell me what you think of Austin Dillon.
Go ahead. You can have that first.
So Austin Dillon is interesting because they sometimes have speed at mile and a half tracks.
Sometimes.
Let's just go through his last couple finishes. 16th, 14th.
This year.
No, this is his last 2 races at Chicago. 16th, 14th, then he crashed, and then 16th. So he's going to run somewhere around 16th. If he qualifies 30th, I'll look him out on DraftKings.
Yeah, I think I'm with that. But
They've been struggling in qualifying.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Which I'm good with. I'm good with them struggling in qualifying, right?
Yeah, I just don't think those cars are ready to drive to the front or have decent finishes, especially at mile and a half right now.
The thing that interests me about RCR is that typically on a hot, slick racetrack, though Chicago has a lot of grip, right?
Yeah.
Pretty grippy.
Yeah.
But hot, slick racetracks have been decent. I mean, they were good at Darlington. They were good at Charlotte last year.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
we haven't been to
it's a
Darlington yet.
Different body this year. A lot of different variables, but
I'm trying to buy him from.
I would save him for next week.
Left.
Swipe left. Yeah, he might be a good play at Daytona.
Send it.
All right, what's next?
Daniel Suarez.
Oh, man. Where did he finish good at? Kansas?
He finished good at Dover. He's had some solid runs this year.
I feel like if they hit on it, they're going to be decent.
One start at Chicago, 12th.
One start?
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
Guess so, yeah.
He was a rookie
one
last
year
year,
cup,
so.
yeah.
Do we only race there once a year? We used to race twice?
We only
they
race there once
switched.
a
Yeah,
year.
they moved this race. Yeah. Man, I don't know. I think he's a good B-level pick.
I would see where he qualifies. You might get into the situation where you start saving on NASCAR Fantasy Live now. I have been the past 2 weeks, and it's paid off.
Going conservative. Fuel mileage.
No Kevin Harvick, no Martin Truex Jr., no Kyle Busch last week.
Ooh.
And I just picked Truex as the winner, so that got me a ton of points in NASCAR Fantasy Live.
I feel like you can do that through
Toyota.
the summer months.
Yeah.
Just kind of hold off.
And absolutely. So I'm probably going to think about playing Harvick and these guys this weekend because they could dominate it.
Yeah.
But I won't play him at Daytona.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Don't play them a plate track or a road course like last weekend. You definitely want to save all those guys from there because it's. I mean, obviously Martin Truex did win, but usually, if Dinger didn't have problems early on, he could have easily got himself up there. So I don't know. It's hard to say at those tracks now.
I like Suarez as a sleeper pick for NASCAR Fantasy Live, and say something goes wrong where he doesn't make it out for qualifying, or he finds a lot of speed Saturday in practice. I would take him for DraftKings.
If he qualifies poorly, right? Correctly in NASCAR Fantasy Live. All right, next one.
All right, last but not least, Brad Keselowski.
He's good here.
Yeah, I'm swiping right on him all day. I mean, the
proof's
proof's in the numbers
right now, are they?
I mean, he's a solid top 5 guy, and Brad, he's one of those guys that you show the front of the field to, he's going to get there. He's got arguably the best pit crew on pit road. They're very good right now. Their cars are fast. He's got a great strategist in Paul Wolf, and they can strike any week.
Yeah. Keselowski 7 straight top 10s. He won this race in 2014 and 2012. The last time we went to this track in July was 2008.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yes. So it's going to be a completely different temperature. Actually, 2010. 8 years. I was thinking 8 years. 2010.
Yeah. It wasn't that hot. It was fall, right? So it wasn't too terribly bad. But
I'm talking about it's going to be hot this weekend.
Yes.
Compared to September.
Yeah, and which is going to make it more slick. Might make the line move up, and if the line moves up against the fence,
we know who's going to be good. Yeah.
42. But I like the 2-car as a pick.
I'm okay. I'm okay with the 2-car, especially if you haven't played them a lot on NASCAR Fantasy Live.
That's a good time to start playing them.
Swipe right.
Done.
Who else do you got? Who else do you like this week?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the 4. You can't go wrong there. Anybody in that camp can probably get up to the front and make it work. So
yeah.
I don't know. Anybody at Stewart Haas, you can play any of those cars, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I like it. Yeah. What do you got there?
Is that your new,
the Ridge
is that
again.
your new wallet? Does it have money in it?
No, it's not mine yet.
Who's going to have the money in their wallet this weekend? That's what we're here to figure out.
The Ridge wallet is one that you need to get. It's really good.
Ridge.
Front pocket wallet designed to let you ditch your bulky traditional wallet.
There it is.
The Ridge wallet is slim, RFID blocking, and lifetime guaranteed. It's the last wallet you'll ever buy. It comes in titanium, carbon fiber, aluminum, and polycarbonate, and over a dozen different styles and colors. Get 10% off today with free shipping worldwide by going to ridgewallet.com. That's ridgewallet.com, and use the promo code RACING. Ditch your bulky wallet today and let the Ridge at ridgewallet.com. Or get the Ridge wallet at ridgewallet.com.
Your money goes in the back of this bag.
I feel like who has the most wins this year, the 3 of us, should get this thing.
Who's keeping track?
Since we've gotten Ridge wallets to come on the show, I have the most wins.
Yeah, but it's got to be the full. Since we've started this show with you, that's when we're gonna do it.
All right, we'll go back and calculate, but yeah.
I feel like I came in
I feel like
late,
I had the
so
4
I
a couple
need to-
times at least.
Yeah, I don't know.
All
It's
right.
skewed because I came in late, so I got to prorate my.
Get a
win
Ridge
percentage.
wallet, folks. It's well worth it. We'll talk more about who we like going to Chicago this week when we return on the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show presented by Hercules Tires and Grunt Style.
Whatever you drive, wherever you go, Hercules Tires will get you there. Whether you're running on dirt or running a job. Our dependable, high-quality tires are the perfect fit for your needs. For unmatched value, selection, and warranty with industry-leading road hazard protection, there's only one choice, Hercules Tires. To learn more, visit HerculesTire.com or call 800-677-9535. Hercules Tires, ride on our strength.
Grunt Style. The American fighting spirit is in everything we make. We are 500 patriots and veterans strong, bringing clothing manufacturing back to the United States of America. Always moving forward, never retreating, never giving up. We are Grunt Style, and this we'll defend. Get yours at gruntstyle.com or on the track this week at Chicagoland Speedway.
MRN.com. Original online audio, video, and digital content. Need the latest information on each week's races? Check out the MRN.com Race Center. Need to find your local radio station for MRN original programs and Camping World Truck, Xfinity, and Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series races? Go to Stations on MRN.com. All the latest NASCAR news and opinion pieces, race schedules, driver standings, and archives of MRN programs, MRN race broadcasts, and so much more. MRN.com.
Welcome back to the Inside Line.
Welcome back to the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show. We were just in a discussion about how NASCAR Fantasy Live works. So we have a lot of viewers and listeners who are NASCAR Fantasy Live players. So let's go over some of our teams. And let's just say that this is before we see practice speeds, right? So I was just telling Skip, you can put your team in literally right before the cars roll off. That's when you can put it in, right? So you know speeds from practice. We don't have the luxury before the show to do that. So give me what would be your top 5.
Well, one good thing to look at from practice
And you also
speeds.
have to think about we've already played Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch 5 out of the 5 times. We only have him left 4 times probably.
Ryan Newman only once though, so you can pick him.
That's good. One thing to look at this week that I will say for practice speeds, one thing that I think everybody needs to know is that it's an impound race. So the qualifying trim and race trim are going to be the same. There's going to be a little bit of wedge and a little bit of tape on the grill, air pressure, but it's going to be close. So how they qualify should match up to closely how they race. That being said, it's hard to go against the teams that the Fords and the 78 and the 18. Yeah. I don't know that this is the week that the 11 car gets up there and runs with them. That's something those guys are going to have to figure it out. The 11 and the 20 and the 19. But the Storehouse cars have been so strong, and I think a great sleeper pick is the 10 car with he's been consistently in the top 10.
Who?
The 10.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. So
I like the 14.
Yep, that was going to be my pick.
Because we might have 6 or 7 starts left with Boyer. Might want we use the 10 and the 14 at Daytona too, but I think the 2, because I haven't played them all that much, right?
What about the 22?
Yeah.
I like the 12 better.
Yeah, I think that the 12 car has had a little bit more speed on mile and a half than both the 2 and the 22 this year.
Mm-hmm.
But has had some issues that have mired.
And then here's another guy that I like that will be different.
Just getting ready to say that.
Than the 4 and the 78 and the 18, and that's the 11.
You think they're going to step it up finally?
Denny Hamlin. He has 6th place finishes or better in the last 4 races.
I said, it's funny.
At Chicago.
I took him at the Coke 600 and he finished 3rd, and you told me pre-race, thanks for your money, son.
Well,
I think is what it was.
Well, the guy that
Thanks
we
for your
had
money,
wrecked as he passed 60 cars to the way to the front.
Well, who's that?
Kevin Harvick. When he wrecked in the Coke 600 and he passed 60 cars to get up there?
Yeah, bad deal.
How about a garage driver? Do you know what that means?
Yeah. So someone, I think
basically you can switch them out with somebody before the second stage.
If you're not using the 22, I think that he's got more top 10s this year than anybody. I think that he'd be a great garage driver if you're not going to have him in your lineup.
Okay. What about? We don't have very many starts left on Kyle Larson. What about Kyle Larson?
Too iffy. I think that's
save him.
That's only if that groove moves up. So it's kind of a, it's not a for sure thing.
Here's a guy that I might look at. It's Chase Elliott.
Yeah.
No doubt. Best average finish, but he's only got two finishes.
3rd and 2nd.
For this year?
Very good.
Yeah.
But you look
at
3rd
and 2nd at the last 2 Chicago races.
Look at another place where
you can't look at that though.
You can.
They were better last week.
You can't because the car's different, the track, the weather, everything's different on
What
that
you
deal.
do know though is that if Chase gets a 10th place car in practice, he might be able to race it to 5th.
Another thing that I know for sure is another place that we went that he's had a string of 2nd place finishes was Dover, and he did not execute there as well as he had in the past. So he'd be one that I'd keep my eyes on, but I'm holding off and waiting for those Chevys maybe to get a little bit deeper.
Not gonna
into
do
the
it.
year.
We're gonna keep saying that until the chase starts, and then they're gonna keep on doing the same thing. So.
He's gonna make the chase though.
They're too big of a company.
Yeah, I think they're gonna make the chase, but they're not gonna make it to Homestead. Not at all.
They're too big of an organization, and they've been racing too long.
They'll get it figured out. And I think th're starting to get better.
Figured out, yes. This year, no.
You don't think so?
Chevy will win a
not
race
think so.
other than a speedway race this year.
I
at
believe.
some
I think
point.
it's going to be Kyle Larson.
I think, yeah, Kyle Larson is the best Chevy by far. I just don't think Hendrick Camp has it going on right now.
It'll
Well,
probably be
you
Jimmy
gotta-
Johnson.
Chevy won at Daytona.
Exactly.
And
The
we're
plate
going
track,
to
you
Daytona
cannot
again.
put in Daytona and Talladega in
He
this.
killed
So the
Ford to
Chevys
do
have
it.
4 chances to win
Yeah.
this year.
But if you look at Daytona, Ford's dominated that race, and Austin pretty much killed Eric Almirola coming to the checkered. So
Yeah. Well, I believe Chevys are going to win a race this year.
No doubt.
Another one. And
no
Greg
doubt
doesn't
A
believe
Chevy.
that. So
I feel like a fuel mileage.
Chevy
or-
fans, what's your Twitter? At Offax?
Off axis paint, yeah.
At Offax
Go
fan.
ahead.
Send him a bashing.
Hey, I paint a lot of Chevy drivers. I would love to see them in victory lane, but it's just not going to happen yet.
You know, he just said, I own a Toyota.
basically.
We'll come back. Under the Rock, unfortunately, is up next on the Inside Line Fantasy Racing Show presented by Hercules Tires
I
and
cannot
Grunstone.
wait.
I can wait.
Don't miss the 6-day sale now through the 4th of July at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. Stop in today and buy a bottle of Lucas High Mileage Fuel Treatment for $3.99. Created to restore performance in high mileage vehicles, it cleans and lubricates fuel system components and removes valve deposits. O'Reilly Auto Parts, better prices every day. Limit supply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Chris Crockett here with one of the heads of our Toyota racing family, Martin Truex Jr.
Doing great, Chris. Thanks for asking.
I hadn't asked, but was about to.
Great second question, Chris. Car feels great, and no pressure because of last year's results.
How do you
Know what you're about to ask?
Yeah, you're
Blowing your mind? Relax, Chris. Being out in the lead is what I do best.
That is
amazing. I know.
NASCAR and Toyota Racing. With a family like this, who knows the places we'll go this season? Learn more at toyotaracing.com. Toyota, let's go places. NASCAR is a registered trademark of the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, Inc.
Live sports are the one true reality entertainment, where a single dramatic moment can become timeless. In NASCAR, Motor Racing Network's live broadcasts elevate your senses to the sights, sounds, and struggles taking place on the racetrack.
Austin Dillon leads the pack. No one ever thought he would contend for the win. He's going to win the 60th running of the Daytona 500.
The power of radio to the imagination of the listener. Tune in to the Motor Racing Network. Visit MRN.com for an affiliate list in your local area.
Do you live your life up under a rock? Or are you Tyler Burnett?
Our favorite time of the week. Well, no.
Your favorite?
Well, everyone else's watching favorite time of the week, not mine.
It's my favorite time, but sometimes
I like how
get hit
you're the only picture on there, so even if we get it wrong, it's still all on you.
Well, this whole thing.
There's no doubt. Oh,
Yeah.
it's all on
Well,
you.
this whole thing started because apparently I'm horrible at pop culture.
Agreed, yes.
I don't think any of us are good
You
at
guys
it.
are just gravy.
No argument, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the thing. What does it tell you about these two come onto the show and they don't get as many right as I do?
Yeah, we have. The other one you've got right is like Star Wars, and we all knew that one.
No, he did not.
He got
Don't drag me
got
into
one
yours.
one
That's
wrong.
right. Don't drag him into your evil,
All right,
nasty
what's our
ways.
under the
All right. Well, this one needs no real introduction. We're going to Chicago. So, Jen, go ahead and put this one up.
Oh man,
Alphonse.
Mafia.
I was gonna say Al Pacino, but that's Al Capone. That's
Al Pacino, huh?
Al Pacino was the guy in the movie, the Godfather
Yes,
movie, right?
yes.
So, oh, he missed.
We can do a second one.
That's due justice because I knew it was Al Capone
all right,
and
so
he missed with The Rock.
This is for Ryan.
Yeah.
No, that's for
I
me
even got
too.
I even got his full name.
No, this is for you, Al Pacino.
No, I wouldn't have said Al Pacino though. I'm just telling you.
Oh, okay,
That's what I would have said if I didn't know it was Al Capone.
All right, bring in the chicken.
Watch
Bring it
Boardwalk
in.
Empire.
Let's go.
If you want to know about Al Capone.
Bring it.
Great,
Bring on the
great
chicken.
series.
This chicken has been a poultry in my side all year. Get off me.
I try to explain people what I do when I leave the shop on these days, and I'm just like,
They let you leave?
yeah, I'm just like, we make NASCAR picks with a chicken. That's it.
Rango Fowler, yeah. He laid eggs this weekend. So.
He did.
Yeah. If
Golden
you want
eggs.
one, let me
Yeah,
know.
breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast. The 9, Chase Elliott.
Oh wow, we just talked about
Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Brad Keselowski, and Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson's in his garage. Pole winner, Kyle Busch. Manufacturer, Toyota. Garage, Kyle Larson. Stage 1, Kevin Harvick. Stage 2, Kyle Busch. And Kyle Busch is his winner.
Wow.
Wow. See, here's the thing about Rango, too, and I'm trying to figure out how he's doing this. Is he keeping track of the 10 guys he gets? Like, the allocation, Daryl? He is? Okay.
He's no dumb chicken.
No.
He's had to have used Harvick and Truex and Kyle Busch a lot, no? Okay. Anyways.
He's doing just fine.
We gave you some options that are,
Stop trying to rat out the chicken.
Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, we had those two on our team of options that you can save with. Boys, who do you got? Who's your pick to win?
I'm going with the chicken here. That's exactly who I was going to pick, is the 18. So.
No, you can't pick the same one.
Why not? I was
That's
already
not
going
a
to pick
thing.
it.
You can't pick the same one.
No, that's not a thing. This is a contest.
All right, go.
The chicken's royalty gets to go first, and then we fry him at the end of the year.
Go ahead.
Pick.
No, go around.
Look, it's going to be the 4, the 18, and the 78, and then someone's going to pick the 9. So I'll pick the 4.
Oh, what? I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'll take the 78 because he won there last year.
No, it's not because he won the last year. It's because you love the 78.
No,
I didn't pick him last week.
Who you got?
478. I guess I'll take Larson.
Larson?
He's
I thought you were going with the 9.
No, I ain't going with the 9.
What? No, a while ago you were all talk about, they're going to win a race. And you actually, while we were on
For
commercial.
me, it's between the 42 and the 12.
While you were on commercial, you wanted to bet me that this year that he was going to win a race. And I said no, and then you wouldn't take the bet.
The 42, the 12, and the 11 are the 3 that I would go between. If I didn't go with those 3 already picked,
I extended my hand as a gentleman's bet, and you turned it down.
I'm going 42. Gets his first win of the year.
Okay.
Finally.
I would say
they've had enough speed.
Write those down so we don't
Thanks
forget.
for your money, son.
We will. All right, so what are you guys doing this weekend? You going to Chicago, Greg?
I am not. I'm going to stay home and get caught up on work because I stayed an extra day in Sonoma, and now I'm behind.
I will be in Chicago all weekend.
Of course. Oh, all weekend?
I'm going there to be the tire specialist on the 12 Xfinity car with Austin Cindric Friday and Saturday and change tires.
Do you want to go to the All-Star race?
Yeah, what All-Star? Oh, like the All-Star Sprint Car race. Where at?
Friday, on the facility.
Oh, yeah. They have a dirt track there?
Yep.
Man, I'm missing out.
Route 66.
I'll be at Daytona, though. If anyone wants to hang out in Daytona, I'll be there.
All right, you're going to be in Daytona? All right, I'll be there.
I will be there.
Yeah, it'll be good. We'll lose money together.
Perfect.
Right? All right, where are we going next week? Daytona.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good show, little wild card action.
Yeah,
That's
we
gonna
need
be
to figure out how to just spin a wheel. I told you I was going to make a wheel, like a wheel of fortune. Just spin it.
Yeah, we usually pull out of hats.
That works too. That's the cheap way to do it. It's fine.
Make one team, see if it beats our picks, and it probably will.
For sure.
Right. All right, coming up, you're going to have the truck race later on tonight, so that'll be good. And then tomorrow, 2 practices, qualifying, and then we'll do some racing. It'll be great. Join us next week as we head to Daytona. It's going to be an outstanding show. Till then, see you next week.